Hey everybody, Barantos here. So I want to give you a life pro tip today, hopefully a quick one. Don't buy knives that have dumb fucking blade shapes. And pardon my French, but it's so ridiculous right now. So these three knives here on the right, I got through BattleBox. This is a decent knife, we'll talk about that. But this is a smaller version of the Tom Brown tracker. And then this is some scimitar thing they said. This is my Spyderco Para 2 that I love. And then this is, I believe, a Fox ERT knife. So a couple of things I want to go through is I see, these people online like Kothan Thrust or whatever her name is to pandering these karambits to everyone, saying this is what you need for knife fighting, or, here's this curved knife to do this. Don't buy those. As you can see, there's a couple of things. One is, what's the intended purpose of this? Is it, if it's to slice, okay, but it doesn't have a very long slicing edge here, like on this belly, so you can't slice anything, like average or large or even moderate with this, really. So it's not a great slicing knife, and because of the way the tip's shaped, it's not very good at poking things either. The other thing, and the main concern is, don't buy a knife that you can't sharpen or that's difficult to sharpen. Tell me how you sharpen this easily. As you can see, I found out it's somewhat difficult. It started taking, the edge geometry. So you have to, this is a different edge geometry than this is. So you're sharpening at two different angles almost on this knife and two different widths. So it's really difficult to maintain. And I don't even know how you would sharpen a karambit on, potentially like a belt or something like that. It would take a decent amount of skill. Something that I don't possess yet. Maybe I'm wrong and dozens of you or hundreds of you can just sharpen karambits like it's no thing. But this is difficult to sharpen. This is relatively easy to sharpen. However, the blade edge really doesn't have like a great purpose. It's not user-friendly. It doesn't make sense on things. This makes sense. It can poke things. It can slice very well. It's like a typical pocket knife shape. This we'll get into a little bit. So serrations, they're not ultra difficult to sharpen if you got the right tools. The edge holds a lot longer, so these are a little more durable. But when you have to sharpen them, they're kind of a pain in the ass because it's very, very manual. Sharpening serrations with just a quick belt grinder or belt sander, whatever you use, is not easy. So I can sharpen the front of this, but sharpening these serrations, you can see where I've nicked it a few times trying to sharpen the front of this. So it makes it difficult to sharpen when it's got these two kind of blade styles colliding with each other as well on the blade. It's a very nice knife. It's something that I usually keep in my truck as like just in case I need to, cut a seatbelt, use a screwdriver, pop a bottle. Like, it's a pretty decent knife. I won't fault BattleBox there, but I'm just saying, something like this and something like this, make sure the blade you buy will do the intended task that it will most likely need to do. So, for example, this might make a good letter opener. Maybe that's all it was intended for, because it's not really doing anything else. This knife, it's very difficult to sharpen, and it's something like, okay, let's say you take it out in the woods with you and you're doing tasks with it, you'll probably have to sharpen it quite a bit. So why make that so difficult? Why not just buy, two knives, like one to do your fine work and then one to do chopping with or something like that. So I don't think getting a knife that's like a jack of all trades, master of none is a good idea. I think just like anything else, like firearms or anything else, get the right tool for the right job and make sure you have tools for every job you might encounter, or at least decent coverage. So this knife will do most things. I'm probably not going to baton a bunch of sticks with it. I have a larger, camping knife for that. But that camping knife, I only take it when I go camping or outdoors or something like that. Like this, everything that I'm going to need to do with this in my pocket, this can do. And it's very easy to resharpen. And it doesn't have a lot of tricks to it. So, yeah, stop buying these knives. I know you want to look cool. Looking cool is very awesome. I get it. Like, everyone wants to look cool when they do stuff or want to have cool looking gear. Like that's why Rambo got popular for a bit. But also make sure that it's the right tool. Like, if you can't maintain your tools, what value are they? Is this just a disposable knife? At the price tag that these things come at, I hope not. Or you need to tell me whatever profession that you're in, because I'd be happy to switch to that. Is this an intended knife? Like, I don't get purpose. It's got, a lanyard loop or whatever down here. Like, I don't know what this blade style is for in that small of a format. So, I guess just be responsible in your knife purchasing. Purchase quality knives that you can maintain. That's the most important thing. You won't go astray with that. I think up until the day my grandpa died, he probably carried a little old-timer pocket knife with him because it did everything he needed it to. And that was on the farm, and it was easy to maintain. So you don't need the craziest stuff. You just need stuff that works, that you can maintain. So don't buy into the hype when someone tells you you need a curved karambit to fight, because I think if you stab someone with this or cut someone with this, it would be just as effective. Do I know some Doug Marcada knife fighting? No. And I hope I never have to know it, because I don't want to get in a knife fight. So I'll try to avoid it at all costs. But if it does come down to it, at least I have something sharp that can do sharp knife stuff. And that's all you really need, is a knife that you can use and keep sharp. I'm sorry, that rant went on for a while, but I'm just sick and tired of seeing karambits or seeing these kind of gimmick blades come out, and there's just no value in them. Like, I'll probably do a giveaway on these, to be honest, down the road. I just don't have a purpose for them. Maybe someone else will. Maybe someone else is a better sharpener than me and can maintain them. All right. Thanks for watching, everyone. Leave a comment if you want.